happens now, yeah, God forbid, if your husband gets sick and it can't work?
Then I have to find a new one. I have to find a new one. I will stay, but I have to find a new one.
Again, you just spewing nonsense. If a guy said that, y'all be, I can't believe it. Bottom line is, man, you know, push come to shove, you gotta be down for that person because you want them to be down for you. What's up? We back at it, man. Back at it. Reelspicy. Another video with DeeDee, man. She was showcasing another video with a young lady. They were having a discussion. And they were just asking different little questions about what happened if, you know, if the man got sick. And I'm going to just let you hear what her reaction is. Man, let's go ahead and get right to the video, man. I ain't even going to hold you.
What happens now, yeah, God forbid, if your husband gets sick and it can't work?
Then I have to find a new one. I have to find a new one. I will stay, but I have to find a new one. I will have to find a new one. I'll have to find a new one. It's not you.
Man, you saw the reaction, right? Even they was like, come on, you know. They ain't saying nothing, though. And that's the thing about it. A lot of women got to just start saying stuff, man. When you hear them say something, you got to be loud the same way you loud when men say something. You got to say, like, man, that don't make sense, man, because they making y'all look bad, too. You know what I mean? I stand on my own, so I dig it. You know what I mean? And really, a man can't make me look bad. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, as a woman, you got to, when you hear that, at least I feel like as fellas, you know, you at least check each other. If you love and care about each other, you know, you're going to check each other at some level. Everybody's grown, so they're going to do what they do, right? But even they were like, these other women in the crowd sit next to her, they were like, man, I don't know about that one, you know. Again, you just spewing nonsense. If a guy said that, y'all be, I can't believe it. What happened? Bottom line is, man, you know, push come to shove, you gotta be down for that person because you want them to be down for you.
So this lady actually said if her husband got sick or was in a car wreck or he couldn't work, that she would have to find a new one, baby, and shut the front door. I know you lying. Now, this video is a part of a longer video, but I only wanted to get this little because this is how a lot of women think. Now, I don't think all women think like this. I don't. But there are quite a bit of women who think like this, where they're only in it for the money. They don't care about you. They don't care about nothing else but how much money you make and how much you know, just the sole fact that you can take care of them, and that's it. And I think it's a problem. And I just think that men have to be careful out here in these streets. When you're out here dating women and, you know, trying to find a good woman, you need to really pay attention to if the woman is materialistic, if she's only focused on what you can provide for her, if all she talks about is what she wants, if all she's focused on is what kind of car you drive, where you shop, and this whole thing about taking her to these expensive restaurants. All those are red flags that tell you this woman is only in it for what you can provide for her. She's not interested in you as a person. She does not care anything about who you are, you know, what other characteristics you have. They don't care about that. These types of women don't care about that. They only want you for your money, and you really have to be careful because there are red flags all around you. And you can go on one date with a woman and you can determine if this woman is all about what, you know, what she can get out you, or, you know, or if she's, you know, really trying to get to know you. You can definitely tell. You guys just have to make sure you pay attention. Make sure you pay attention to the red flags. Don't just go on a date because she's pretty and just ignore the red flags. No, they will tell you what they're all about, and you really got to pay attention. And if you don't see it in the first date, okay, you want to go on another date, eventually it'll come out, because this type of behavior, you can't hide it. You could tell by the type of date that you take these women on. So if you take a woman on a date and you take her to, somewhere simple, nothing too expensive, and it's just, a cozy little place where you guys can really sit down and talk, and it's not about how expensive it is. Check out the way she responds to that. Check out her attitude. Check out how she's, just how she's responding, because a lot of women, when they don't see the expensive stuff, when they don't see glamorous life, just check out their demeanor. Check out the way they respond, because it'll tell you a lot.
Exactly. Not only that, but you see it, but you gotta make the right moves and act on it. I be seeing a lot of guys, they know it. They know the deal. They know the drill. But they don't act on it. And they just stay there with somebody who they know don't really care about them like that. If that's what you wanted from the start, like I said, you usually you gotta keep them how you got them. What you did at the beginning to try to impress them and do all that, well, hey, that's what you're gonna have to keep doing. So again, it's like once you realize that, then what? Once you realize they just on the team just to what they can get from you, then what? And that's why they be thinking they can't do no wrong, and they back to their home girl. Look what he bought me today. Look what he did for me. I don't even deserve this. Probably just bragging, just going crazy over this stuff. But like she was saying, like, not all women are this way. Of course not. There's plenty that are. You gotta see it, but you also gotta make the moves when you do see it. You know what I mean? Because it's even worse when they get caught up and they know they got caught red-handed. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that they're not loyal, they're not doing their part, and you don't really hold them accountable. You don't do what you say you're gonna do. If they don't handle their end of the bargain, they respect you even less. Now it's really like, oh well, yeah, he a chump. You know what I mean? We really gonna get him all the way for everything. We gonna empty his pockets. He a ho. You know what I mean? We gonna just take it all the way to the next level with him. Like all these videos, man, the common denominator, really on both sides, right? Whether you're a man or woman, it's a like who likes you. Don't hide who you are. Be who you are at the beginning. What you like, what your dislikes are, what you come with, your pros and cons. Hey, obviously people can kind of tell certain cons or whatever. I mean, I'm just saying what you're good at, and maybe some of the things you need to work with. Convey those things. Let people know this is what we're doing. This is how we live it. This is my expectations. And I feel like it's a little bit better of a result, man, because it's tiring jumping through hoops, and then you look around, you broke. You know what I'm saying? You got nothing to show for it. You done spent all your money, put all this into somebody that don't really care about you. Let's see what else we got.
She's just trying to see if you got some money to spend on her. And when you don't spend that money and you don't show her that, and she doesn't want to, go out with you anymore, then good for you, because you just avoided a bad situation, in my opinion. So you just really have to pay attention to the red flags, pay attention to, how these women are. If she's about your coins and you're not spending coins on the first date, then just move on, because that's not the woman for you. And if that's not what you're looking for, because let me just be clear. Some men are okay with that. Some men are okay with the woman just being about what they can provide, and they want to do that because I guess at the end of the day they get what they want out of it too, I guess. But if you're looking for something serious and you're looking for somebody that you want to make your wife, then you need to pay attention to these traits and these red flags, because it can definitely keep you from getting into a situation that's going to be detrimental to you. So it's really nothing new, but a lot of men have fell victim to this type of woman, and and then they end up losing everything behind a woman like this. So definitely be careful. Do not ignore the red flags. Now I want to be fair, because there are some women who make a lot of money and then they fall victim to a man who doesn't really want much in life and doesn't really want to do anything for himself, and he's just looking for a woman who can provide for him too. Those exist as well. So it happens on both sides. The way we're going now, all these independent women out here, these boss bitches and stuff, y'all know what it is. They claim to be all these boss bitches, but in reality they're not really making a whole lot of money, and they're still out here on the hunt for a man to take care of them, and a man who makes a lot of money. They out here looking for somebody who's gonna fully take care of them, regardless to the fact that they're boss bitches and they're supposed to be doing so well. They still want a man to come in and take care of them fully. A lot of them don't really care about the man. They just want his resources. You definitely have to be careful out in these streets. And be careful with who, you know, and to me, dating is a chance for you to find out what the person is about, find out if y'all have, you know, things in common, or, you know, just find out who you're dealing with. You know, it is not meant for a man to just splurge on you and spend a whole lot of money on you when he's trying to get to know you. I don't know what they're on, but they're on some other shit where they think a man's supposed to spend all this money on them and wine and dine and do all this for them, and they get nothing in return. And I don't think that any man should be out spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on a date for a woman that they don't even know, and, you know, you're just going out to try to get to know the person. I don't think that that's necessary. And I think women have gotten it twisted, and they've been spoiled because they may have, I'm just assume that they've had men who've done these things for them, and they just expect it and think that it's something that they deserve and something that they should have. But no, I don't think any woman deserves a man that they're just getting to know or barely know. He's not obligated to pay all this money on you or anything.
I think really it's not even like guys aren't willing to spend money, because, you know, it ain't like, you know what, a couple $100, few $100, whatever that might be, whatever y'all doing, y'all can do that, right? But the question is, and that's a drop in the bucket. I mean, you know, especially living in a big city, this is a drop in the bucket. You know what I'm saying? Go out to eat, do some bowling, you know what I'm saying, hit the pool hall, you know what I'm saying, the top golf, whatever that might be that y'all go and do on the first date to really have fun, and whatever you're trying to do, it's gonna cost you. But I think with a lot of guys that I'm hearing, the thought that that's basically required. Like, when you basically put it as a requirement, you make it to where it's not a special thing. Like, to me, it's a special thing, right? When you willing to take a girl out and you say, okay, I'm gonna take you out, I'm gonna spend money on you. It ain't just, oh, okay, you better, you know what I'm saying? That's what you do. That's okay. It is what you do, but at the same time, I mean, you gotta show that you appreciate it. I'm not saying that it's like we're gonna just slide off and have sex that night. To me, that's not what I'm trying to do, especially if I don't know you, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it hypothetically. But at the same time, you know, I'm looking for a woman to be like, okay, I appreciate that, versus, oh, that's what you need to do, and if you ain't, you broke. And where a lot of people feel like they deserve certain different things, and it's like, how do you deserve something? I don't even know you. It's a different approach. Sometimes it's more of a positive way of dealing with it, versus you're trying to just shame somebody into doing something, versus being encouragement. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when somebody is spending their hard-earned money on you, they don't even know you. You know, at least you could do is be respectful. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy it and be appreciative. If you don't like the guy, you don't really want to be out with him, then don't go out with him. But, you know, there are women out there that they just gonna go out with the guy just to get free meal and all that. I think that's why I think a lot of guys are like, nah, I ain't trying to be no sucker for that. For me, again, you gotta be a good judge of character. You know what it's about. You know what I'm saying? If that's out your league, you're not really pulling them like that, then you probably not gonna be getting that. You probably shouldn't be getting that. And if you are, then be prepared to pay premium. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about, you know, from a guy's perspective, even a woman's perspective as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these women out there, they got a nice job, but they don't look as great, but they got a nice lifestyle. So you feel like, hey, you know, a lot of them feel like they deserve to have a good looking man, you know what I'm saying? If they got a good job and they doing well for themselves, they can keep up with themselves. They're probably average, but they want a guy that's a little bit above average as far as their looks and swag and how they carry themselves, you know, above average man, better than what they would get. And they're trying to get, you know what I'm saying, see what they can get, try to stretch the level. And hey, you're gonna have to pay premium, ma. That's why you see a lot of them paying, you know, a lot of women paying the way, you know, a lot of guys take advantage of that. The thing is, like who like you, and be realistic as far as who you're gonna pull, because people just trying to get the best deal, and I feel them, you know, maybe they might pull off that jackpot, but sometimes you might bite off a little more that you could chew, and yeah, it's gonna cost you. Let me know what y'all think, man. Like I said, if you haven't already, go check her out. Like and subscribe to her video. She got a lot of dope content. But like that, man, and I appreciate you chilling with me. You know what I'm saying? If you like what you see, share it. like, subscribe. Till next time, man. Be easy, be safe. Like that. We out.